Hello my dear students, today we are going to see our next topic, that is concentration of acid and base. So in this topic we will see, they have given one activity, that activity we will see. They are telling that cut a lemon into two equal parts, take the juice of each part into two separate beakers, pour 10 ml of water in first beaker and 20 ml of water in the second beaker, and they are telling to test that solution. So we will see this activity. Two beakers are here. In this beaker, beaker A and beaker B, they have taken same amount of lemon juice, but whatever the water is there, they are pouring in this beaker, the quantity is different. Here the lemon juice is solute and solvent means that the water. Now the question is that which one will be more sour in taste? Obviously, whatever the solution is there in the first beaker, that will be the more sour, because the quantity of solute is the same in both the solution. The quantity of solvent is different. Ratio of the quantity of the solute to the quantity of resulting solution is different. This ratio is large for the solution in the first beaker, and therefore the solution tastes more sour. On the other hand, the proportion of the lemon juice in the total section in the second beaker is smaller and the taste is less sour. That is the result. Now we will understand what dilute and concentration means generally. The most important thing about this term is that they are relative. What do I mean by relative? Here are two beakers on the screen, one on the left and one on the right, and both have 100 ml of same colorless salt. Now in the beaker on the left, I add 20 ml of some red solute, and on the right I add 50 ml of same red solute. In this case, that we say that the solution in the right is concentrated and in the left is dilute. We are looking at these two relative to each other, and you can see that the concentrated solution is more red in color as compared to dilute one. This is stronger, we can say. Let me give you one another example. We take two empty beakers again with 100 ml of some solution. The first beaker has 20 ml of solute and 80 ml of solvent, and the second one 25 ml of solute and 75 ml of solvent. Which solution is more concentrated according to you? Yes, is the second one, because the proportion of solute is more in second beaker. How that you know what dilute and concentrated means? Let's move on to understanding what dilute and concentrated acid and base are. In case of acid, water is considered to be solvent and the acid added to water is the solute. So we have one beaker on the screen here with some water, and we add acid to it. AC amount of acid I am adding to beaker is increasing, the solution is getting more and more concentrated. Now let me ask you an interesting question. When I am mixing acid and water, should we add water to acid or should we add acid to water? To know the answer, what we should know is that the process of dissolving acid or base in the water is highly exothermic, which means a lot of heat is generated. Now if we add water to acid, the heat generated may cause the mixture to splash out, which may cause severe burn, and the glass container which contains the solution may also crack due to excessive heating. We probably argue that some would happen when acid is added to water, right? Not really, and let me explain why. When we add acid to water, the reaction will still be exothermic. But the water is very good absorber of heat. Yes, and like the acid, the water absorbs the heat, and that is why adding acid to water is better than doing other way around. But remember, the acid must be added very slowly, drop by drop, and we should continuously stir the solution, because if we add lot of acid directly to the water, the heat generated will be so large that even water will not be able to absorb the heat. Now we will see our next point, that is pH of solution. pH means potential of hydrogen. कौन सा भी पर्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन होगा तो उसमें जो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन होता है हाइड्रोजन का वो कितना होता है, उस पे ये पीएच क्या होता है डिपेंड होता है. अभी इस टेबल में इफ़ वी सी फ्रॉम द टॉप स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड दे हैव गिवन, in middle weak acid, neutral or weak base they have given, and at the bottom strong base they have given. Some solutions they have given. First there is hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, glacic juice, lemon juice, vinegar, tomato juice, black coffee, acid rain, urine. Some different solutions they have given and their pH values also. So if we see here the pH of acidic substance, that is less than 7, for the neutral, that is milk and rain, their pH is near about 6.5, and below that 7 which is given, that is the neutral one, neutral solution, and the pH for the basic substance, that is more than 7. So we will see this all practically. Now see, most of us may probably know that the pH of acid is less than 7, of salt is equal to 7, and of base, that is more than 7. Do you really want to understand what pH is? Okay, let's go ahead to see this. Let's start with the basics. Now, how do we identify whether the given solution is acidic or basic? For that, we use the indicator. But given two acidic solution, how do we know which one is stronger? How can we judge how strong acid or a base is? For that, pH is there. It gives us the measure of the strength of acid and base. The pH takes into the account of concentration of H plus ion. Yes, the pH measures the strength of acid or base. But we probably are considering that the pH means the concentration of H plus ions. How can it tell us how strong a base is? Remember, base also contain H plus ions. Just at a concentration of H plus ion is very low, that of the concentration of OH minus ion. So they are generally ignored. How to know how strong an acid or a base is? We have the concept of pH scale, and it ranges from 0 to 14, 0 being very acidic and 14 being very basic or alkaline, and a pH of neutral solution right here in the middle is 7. Understand that the pH is just a number which tell us how acidic or basic a solution is. More the concentration of H plus ion, lesser will be the pH value. Yes, understand this well. More the concentration of H plus ion, less will be the pH value. Now if we look at the scale, as we go towards the left, the pH value is decreasing, which means that we go to the left on the scale, the H plus ion concentration increases, and as we go to the rightward, the H plus ion concentration goes on decreasing or reduces. And we know that the higher H plus ion concentration implies that the solution is more acidic, so that the acidic nature increases as we go towards the left. As a basic solution have low concentration of H plus ions, the basic nature increases as we go towards the right. So this pH scale is very general way to understand how strong a acid or a base is. Let's take a very basic test to check if you understood the concept of pH scale. I have two solutions, solution A and B. Solution A has the pH of 2 and the solution B has the pH of 4. Which one is more acidic? Yes, solution A is more acidic as its pH is lower. Yes, the another one. Solution C has pH of 5 and solution D has pH of 10. Which one is more basic? Note that the solution C is acidic and solution D is basic. So relatively, solution D is more basic and we consist that the pH is higher too. Good way to remember this is to think of the first two English alphabets A and B, acidic on left and basic on right. Now we will see our next point, that is reactivity of acid and base. In that we will see first point, that is neutralization. Second point, that is reaction of acid with metals. Third point, reaction of acid with oxides of metal. Fourth point, reaction of bases with oxides of non-metal. And last one, reaction of acids with carbonates and bicarbonates of metals. These all points we will see in our next video. Hope you have understand today's video. If you like the video, please press the like button. And to see the next video, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.